Appreciable as adjective. Capable of being appreciated or valued. Large enough to be noticed or measurable. The increase in salary was appreciable, but not enough to make a significant difference in my standard of living. The difference in performance between the two laptops was appreciable, with one being significantly faster than the other. The company made an appreciable profit this year. There was an appreciable improvement in the quality of the product after the company made changes to its manufacturing process. The team's efforts resulted in an appreciable reduction in waste production. Auspicious as adjective. Being or appearing to be a sign that something will happen in a good or successful way. Giving or being a sign of future success. Favorable. The wedding ceremony took place on an auspicious day according to the lunar calendar and was blessed with good weather and joyful celebrations. The startup company received an auspicious funding offer from a prominent venture capitalist, which boosted its credibility and growth potential in the market. The student's academic record showed an auspicious start with excellent grades and impressive achievements, which suggested a promising future in their chosen field. The politician's campaign was launched on an auspicious note with a well-attended rally and a powerful speech that resonated with the audience and signaled a strong challenge to the incumbent. The real estate agent recommended the auspicious location of a property that had a panoramic view of the city and easy access to transportation and amenities, and was likely to appreciate in value over time. Banal as adjective. It can also imply that something is trite or lacking in uniqueness. It can also refer to ideas or phrases that are overused or cliched. The movie's plot was predictable and banal, with no real surprises or twists. The writer's prose was criticized as being banal and lacking in originality. His ideas for the project were banal and uncreative, lacking any real innovation. The art exhibit was disappointing, featuring mostly banal and uninspired works. The music was banal and unmemorable, failing to leave a lasting impression on the audience. Cerebral as adjective, especially intellectual or mental abilities, refers to the brain and its functions. The book club members enjoyed reading cerebral works of literature, such as James Joyce's Ulysses. The scientist was known for his cerebral approach to solving complex problems. The art exhibit showcased cerebral works that challenge viewers to think deeply about the meaning behind the pieces. The film director's cerebral style of storytelling was praised by critics for its intellectual depth. The professor's lectures were often considered cerebral and required a high level of critical thinking from the students. Derivative as adjective, not original or creative in nature, but instead based on pre-existing materials. Something that is derived from or based on another source, idea, or work. The movie was criticized for being too derivative of other films in the same genre. The artist's work was dismissed as derivative and lacking in originality. The book's plot was seen as derivative of other popular young adult novels. The product's design was considered derivative of a competitor's. The musical score was criticized for being overly derivative of previous Broadway hits. Detrimental as adjective, causing harm, injury, or damage, having a harmful effect or impact. Smoking is known to have detrimental effects on your health. The lack of sleep can be detrimental to your cognitive abilities. The company's decision to cut corners was ultimately detrimental to its reputation. The use of pesticides can be detrimental to the environment and wildlife. The team star player getting injured would be detrimental to their chances of winning. Foolhardy as adjective, impulsive or hasty in action, especially in taking risks or ignoring dangers. rashly or recklessly bold or daring, especially in disregard of warnings or consequences. It would be foolhardy to go hiking in the mountains without proper equipment. The driver's foolhardy behavior put everyone in the car at risk. His foolhardy decision to invest all his money in a single stock led to his financial ruin. The soldiers were warned not to engage in foolhardy behavior during the mission. She regretted her foolhardy decision to quit her job without having another one lined up. Forthcoming as adjective, about to happen or take place in the near future, willing and ready to be performed, supplied, or given. The manager promised to provide more information in the forthcoming meeting. The politician was praised for being forthcoming about the scandal. The employee's forthcoming attitude helped to resolve the issue quickly. The forthcoming changes to the company's policies were met with mixed reactions. The author's new book is highly anticipated and forthcoming. Implausible as adjective, not able to be believed or accepted based on reason or evidence, not likely to be true or credible, unbelievable. The detective found the suspect's alibi implausible. The scientist dismissed the theory as implausible due to lack of evidence. The politician's promises were considered implausible by the public. The movie's plot twist was so implausible that it ruined the story for some viewers. The witness's testimony was deemed implausible by the judge. Incessant as adjective, continuously occurring without interruption, unceasing or unrelenting in frequency or intensity. The incessant barking of the neighbor's dog kept me up all night. The incessant rain made it difficult to get any outdoor activities done. Her incessant complaints were getting on my nerves. The incessant honking of car horns in the city was overwhelming. The incessant ringing of the phone was distracting. Infelicitous as adjective, inappropriate or awkward, unfortunate or unlucky. The infelicitous phrasing of his comments offended many people. The infelicitous design of the building made it difficult to use. Her infelicitous choice of words during the interview cost her the job. The infelicitous timing of the announcement angered many investors. The infelicitous weather ruined the outdoor event. Irrefutable as adjective, impossible to deny or argue against, conclusive, not able to be disproven, denied, or challenged, incontrovertible. The evidence presented was irrefutable. The truth of his statement was irrefutable. His alibi was proved to be irrefutable. The logic behind her argument was irrefutable. The facts are irrefutable and cannot be denied. Lucid as adjective, expressed clearly and easy to understand, coherent and logical, having a clear understanding, mentally sound and rational. Despite his illness, the writer remained lucid and able to express his thoughts clearly and coherently. The scientist presented a lucid explanation of the complex theory, making it easy for the audience to understand. The bright, lucid colors of the painting seemed to glow on the canvas. The patient's lucid response to the doctor's questions indicated that he was fully aware and able to think clearly. The student's lucid essay demonstrated a clear understanding of the subject matter and a well-organized thought process. Pollyannaish as adjective, displaying an overly optimistic or hopeful attitude, often disregarding potential challenges or difficulties. Excessively or unrealistically optimistic, especially to the point of naivety or overlooking negative aspects. Despite the challenges, her Pollyannish outlook remained unwavering. His Pollyannish belief in humanity's goodness was endearing. She had a Pollyannish perspective, always seeing the positive side of situations. His Pollyannish attitude was a source of optimism during difficult times. Their plan seemed a bit Pollyannish, overlooking potential obstacles. Retiring as adjective. Likely to retreat or withdraw from attention or activity. Shy or introverted in nature. The retiring professor was celebrated for his many years of service to the university. The retiring CEO was given a lavish farewell party by the company. The retiring athlete was honored for her contributions to the sport. The retiring judge was known for her fair and just decisions. The retiring teacher left a lasting impact on her students. Robust is adjective, having or showing strength and vigorous health, strong and sturdy. The company's robust financial plan helped it weather the economic downturn. The athlete had a robust physique that made him well-suited for his sport. The computer program had robust security features that protected users' data. The plant was known for its robust resistance to disease. The writer had a robust vocabulary that made their writing engaging. Self-effacing as adjective. Modest or humble in behavior, often to the point of downplaying one's abilities, achievements, or presence, tending to minimize one's importance or avoid drawing attention to oneself. Her self-effacing nature prevented her from taking credit for her contributions. The self-effacing comedian always downplayed his talent on stage. Despite his position, his self-effacing demeanor made him approachable. Her self-effacing behavior sometimes obscured her true capabilities. Despite his achievements, he remained remarkably self-effacing. Uncanny as adjective. Eerie or weird in a way that is unsettling or uncomfortable. Strange or mysterious, especially in an unsettling way. The resemblance between the twins was uncanny, with even their voices and mannerisms being almost identical. The detective's intuition was uncanny, allowing them to solve even the most puzzling cases. The coincidence of running into each other in a foreign city was uncanny, as they hadn't seen each other in years. The magician's ability to guess people's thoughts was uncanny and left the audience amazed. The abandoned house had an uncanny atmosphere, with creaking floors and mysterious shadows. Veritable as adjective, describing something that is true, genuine, or authentic, often with regard to a claim or statement. Used to emphasize the extent or degree of something, often with regard to a quality or attribute. The restaurant serves veritable Italian cuisine. The museum is a veritable treasure trove of art and artifacts. The athlete is a veritable powerhouse, dominating the competition. The writer is a veritable authority on the subject of science fiction. The storm was a veritable disaster for the coastal town. Wanting as adjective. Insufficient or inadequate in quantity or quality. Lacking or in need of something. The product's quality was wanting, causing customers to return it. The service was wanting, and the customers left dissatisfied. His apology was wanting, and he needed to make amends. Her work was good, but it was wanting in terms of creativity. The hotel's amenities were wanting compared to its high price. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.